Hello. Okay, so I'm getting this ready to go live. On Facebook, they've kind of changed things around a little bit, so it's a little weird. It's a little weird, man. Um, let's see. Put a few of my sponsors here. Okay. Time for Tech Talk. Okay, so I have something pretty important to talk about today. Let's see here. And it's time to go live. Hello! Alright, so I'm going to keep this open. And I've been sick all week, which is why I didn't want to. I just didn't have the energy to go live. Every year I get like a little cold. It's not really that big of a deal. It passes. But yeah, I've just been kind of like watching YouTube videos. And last night I got onto this like big thing about redecorating. So I watched redecorating videos like all night. And yesterday I had a phone meeting with someone at the wing, which was really, really awesome. And I'm expanding my business, so I've taken on a couple of subcontractors from my network who are going to be able to give services under the close to the earth label, I guess. And I've been looking for some people in New York to work with, and I went live about this yesterday on Instagram, and I was so shocked to find out that in New York City, the rate for someone to do what I do is $270 an hour with the 2-hour minimum, and it's every half an hour you'll get charged an additional upcharge. So even if it's $305, you're going to be charged until it's $330. So I also discovered that that everyone's rates have gone up this year, and I raised my rates too, but I also made my systems faster. I didn't just jack up the price. So, maybe I should just, no, I don't want to just jack up the price and be like everybody else. Honestly, don't. That's like not what I value. I really want people to succeed. So today I want to talk about something that I remember, a little story I would like to tell. Let's see if I can show you. And of course, if you have any questions, good to go. So let me just put my phone on Do Not Disturb for the moment because I want to go live on Instagram too. And I'm not sure. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to add the comments. So let me just delete this, delete, and oh, I've got messages. Oh, that is so nice. Ah, thanks for sending me messages. Really means a lot. Okay. So we're just gonna wait a little bit for some Instagram people to show up. Maybe. So this is pretty interesting. I remember when I was a little girl, like for sure 8. Hey, Mashu. I remember it was like 1980. And my parents had gotten an Apple IIc. And there were all these commercials on TV. Hey, hi. There were like a lot of commercials on TV about like women going to work, and they were so exceptionally cheesy. And I just made fun of them nonstop, basically. Hey, Sabine, hi. So it was very surreal for me to see, like, I don't know, there were these commercials of like women with the basketball, they had like high heels and they were like playing basketball, and I didn't realize, now I realize because studying it, but I didn't realize how momentous that was for women to be allowed in the workplace, or for women to be insisting that they are going to work too, and the empowerment that came with that. So I started researching this in an unusual way, and I started like looking at some folk art of that time, which, I mean, it was just like counted cross stitch and embroidery, and they're like all of these embroidery pieces that people were supposed to, I guess, put up in their office. But I'm going to show you a few computer folk art pieces from that time, computer related tech folk art pieces. And I think it's going to give you a little insight into like the atmosphere at that time. How, I mean, we'll just analyze it together, because it's so trippy when you see some of these pieces. And of course, when I go to like computer cross stitch, all these like literal computers show up, but it's so funny. Hey Anthony, how are you? Randall's here. Okay, so I'm definitely getting this. I'm gonna show you. So like, I just remember my mom really encouraging me too. Let me turn my screen around so you can see this. Okay, so I've got like desktop hoarding situation happening here. If you're anything like me, there's a lot on your desktop. So let's go through some of these items together, and let's listen to Trap Goddess on what is this called? SoundCloud. This record's so good. Black Girl Alchemy is what it's called.
I told from the second that we come into our
so we gotta listen to it.
We not only need to be shooting.
So let's check it out. Let's take a walk through folk art history for like what was happening around 1980. So here we're looking at, I'm just turning down the stereo a little bit. So what is this? This is an IBM. Let's take a look and see if we can see it like full screen. I guess they didn't offer the full screen images. Let me see if I can zoom into this. So we have an IBM PC here, and this is probably circa 1983. It's definitely early 80s. And then here we have like a computer services. This is a woman-owned business in a small town in Ohio. Like, does this trip you out at all? It does for me. It really does. I just look at something like this, and around the side, it has all of these computer DOS. It has DOS computer language, like commands: return, dump, escape, out, ROM, CRT, VRT. These are all DOS commands, embroidered. I'm totally getting this. But I mean, does that trip you out at all? It does for me. Okay, so this is definitely going in the cart. Yeah. Going back to that later. So check this out. Then we have Computer Wizard here, right? So does it minimize? Does this like minimize a woman's accomplishment for being in tech when it's kind of like commemorated by counted cross stitch? Or is the woman owning it? Like, here's the overweight woman in a house coat creating magic with her computer. And computers at that time, I actually wonder if I still have it. For a while I had my desk. My client, who's 90 years old, gave me a receipt for one of these computers. It was an Apple IIc, and she paid $10,000 for it in 1982. So yeah, these were not cheap, and for a woman to have this and be sitting at it, creating this presto magic, how did she get $10,000? And what is she doing there? She's writing code by hand. So this was actually at that time the woman's domain, was like personal computers. There were so many women in computer science at that time. So like if we go back here, I'm just gonna zero out of this, and it's like a little kit. It's got like all of the colors in it to make it and everything. Like you're just computing all day, writing code, and then you come home and sit with your husband and like stitch with him while you're watching Wheel of Fortune, because you don't want to be a computer genius while you're with your man. Like, you better do some cross stitch while he's in the house. So then when you're on your own, you can go back to this. I mean, she's not welcoming a home hubby when she's wearing this nightgown. That's like not gonna happen. So, do we have a secret life at this time? What is going on? Hands off. Do not touch my computer. Okay. So here we go. Yeah, early 80s. Again, computers cost at least $4,000 to $5,000. So how does a woman get her own computer at that time? Her husband buys it for her so that the kids can do their homework. I swear to God. And here she is making alchemy in her own private time and pretending like nothing's happening in the evening time when she's doing her counted cross stitch after she's made dinner. So check this out. I want to show you this. It's important because we're going to take a look. Here's a cat, mouse, printer error, and this shows something pretty interesting that we should probably know, is that this is how printers used to be, that they like printed out in this long roll. It's like a scroll, and that's how faxes work too. So again, you know, computers and cats, the internet and cats, it kind of goes back to like early days when these PCs were home computers. So, you know, again, you've got like mid-80s kind of vibe. You can see more of a mid-80s progressed computer, not the Apple IIc or the IBM, but this is like more of a newer computer, relatively speaking. So check this out. So computers were in the home. And I remember when I had gotten my first laptop and my first internet connection, it was like 1997. And I lived in New York, and I knew so many women web designers. It's like, if you were kind of up and happening and you had your own money, you were either, you know, model, successful actress, women who are doing it on their own, computer person. And that was kind of like, I didn't really hang with a lot of doctors. I was kind of more of an entertainment biz type of person. But the computer women started like kind of getting into our groups. I was more like hanging out with the other musicians, and kind of like other women that we'd hang out with would be like models and actresses in that scene. So I bought this. I just think this is completely ridiculous. So again, we have, now this is like probably, it's more like the Apple IIc vibe and a little bit beforehand, like a Commodore. So we're right back to about 1982. And here we have, let's see if I can actually get this to go any bigger. Okay, alright. Guess not. Thanks, Pinterest. Stop popping up, man. So check this out. It's like love at first bite. Computer business, like monkey business, like, it's really not that powerful. Look away. And yeah, women were making money doing this. Their own money, their own careers. They were working outside the home. and maybe sometimes inside the home. A lot of people wrote code and mailed the code somewhere. So there were a lot of work at home tech women too. So computer business, look at those crazy floppy disks, and yeah, just swearing at the screen because you're not a master of it. Like, no, don't know what I'm doing here. No, not at all. Computers make mistakes. Love at first bite. Very powerful gorilla with the banana on the screen. So yeah, into computers, and the monkey has trapped his tail in the typewriter. The typewriter is just such old technology now. The personal computer is like where it's at. And the screen of the computer actually says "got you." So the computer is so smart that it's played a joke on the monkey and trapped the monkey's tail in the typewriter. And this is my personal favorite, love me, love my computer. So this, I'm going to have someone recreate this pattern into a huge counter cross stitch. My mom did counter cross stitch. She also bought us a computer, and she was encouraging me to use that all the time. And she was not going to tell my dad how much she was encouraging me to use that computer. But she'd always be like, "So, are you going to play on the computer?" So yeah, I bought this. I can't wait to just amplify this message. Hey, hi. It's very powerful what was happening at that time for women in computing. And it really wasn't the big money maker that it is today, obviously. Computers don't bite. I have this one too. I have this series. So let's see if I can actually get a close-up of this. You know, I guess there are a lot of these computers don't bite series. I'm hoping to find some, maybe not a finished one, but okay, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh God, here we go. Live video. So this is like languages that don't even exist anymore. Pascal. Here's BASIC. And yeah, the like IBM PC. To err as human, to really follow up takes a computer. So you should probably definitely have that at your office so people don't think you're too good at computing. Don't bite off more than you can chew with a Y instead of an I in bite. Control BRK. I don't know what the BRK command is. I would imagine I don't know what it is. I'm going to look it up. So here's computers don't bite with the classic all-in-one. This could be like Apple TC, or it could be a Commodore kind of vibe, all-in-one. So yeah, designs by Nancy. Does anybody else find that like remarkable? That, you know, you don't want to be too good at it. So this is going to bring me to, here, I'm just going to go to webcam. I got to configure my hotkeys. But I just find this remarkable. And yesterday, I joined the Wing in New York I'm the first #1 virtual member of the Wing, paying for the full membership. But I have never been there, and I don't know when I'm going to get there. Probably no time soon, honestly. So she was kind of like, the woman that I talked to yesterday was kind of like, "Oh, so what made you join the Wing?" And I was like, I just really want to be here. I really want to like support these people that are off on their own and give them services that they can afford. Because my remote services are fast, it's a reasonable rate, and I've got state-of-the-art equipment. So I want to share, you know, I really want to share what my resources are with other people. I mean, I have to make money too, but, oh, hey, Brent. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, but there's something happening. Just like, I think it's so trippy, all of these counted cross-stitch pieces that were like kind of hidden code about how women were feeling. Like, finally, we're gonna get ours. but not too much. Look, cut cross stitch. I'm as domesticated as possible. This is my literal hobby. My hands do nothing but stitch. Nothing going on. I'm not thinking of anything. And meanwhile, the brain is thinking about stuff. You don't know what it is. Just busy concentrating. Does that resonate with you? That's so powerful. That is so powerful. So anyway, I don't know. It's just things that make me think that there's a whole world out there that these people like my mom and her friends had to think about and deal with. And then all the shit that's happening with women in tech and this serious backlash. It's just this behemoth, unregulated thing, just male-dominated and, like, white-dominated, just ripping through our world, like, I'm gonna get all the stuff! And it was like, dude, this is crazy. I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it, but I'm here to fix the computers, to offer solutions. One thing I've been offering... I'm charging $250 to set up live streaming. I've got a very powerful live streaming platform. Set up all of your OBS. The open broadcast software is like the most reliable way to go live. It's open source, so you can make changes to it as you want. I'm setting it up for Facebook Live. You can go live on YouTube. You can do a Twitch channel. You can like do whatever you want. But this stuff is really hard to configure, and it takes some finesse. And I finally found a really good provider for streaming to multiple platforms, so it's pretty powerful. For $250, you can get this set up. It's a remote service. So I think you should do it. Definitely. So please click the links that I have set out for you because they're my sponsors and, I'm here for you, but if you are looking for some resources, like if you're using Gmail for your professional email, don't do that. Just get a branded email. It will make a big difference for your own domain. It will make you look a lot more professional, and you will also have all of the storage space and all of the Google suite of apps that you can use, including unlimited photo storage. So that's really nice to have. There's a bunch of stuff to look at. A lot of good resources. So yeah, I guess that's it for me. I've had a really bad cold all week. I'm ready to go back to bed right now. Yeah, just thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. All right, Instagram. Hey, Naughty Ambitions, are you a prostitute? Okay, wait a second. All right. So I guess that's it. Thanks for joining. Naughty ambitions. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm still streaming.